Have you ever experienced significant office staff turnover as the associate dentist? Hey there, I'm Dr. Schik and I'm a general dentist with 3 different associateships under my belt. I'm here to answer those difficult questions for all associate dentists. By watching my video today, you will understand the 3 main problems associate dentists experience when a lead dental assistant quits, as well as the subsequent workarounds you can deploy today to ensure you keep hitting your financial goals despite losing that critical staff member. There's a ton to discuss, so let's jump right in. In the world of dentistry, turnover can have a profound impact on associate dentists. Today, we delve into the challenges faced by associates when that key office staff member departs, and that's typically the lead dental assistant. The departure of a key assistant can have ripple effects that cause dramatic effects in the office functions, the daily office operations, as well as the income and profitability of the office. Of course, all those changes within the office impact the associate's ability to also operate and produce an income. One of the primary burdens that associates face when a dental assistant leaves is the inability to delegate tasks effectively. We all know that a skilled dental assistant can significantly enhance an associate's efficiency, allowing them to see more patients, increase their earnings by seeing more patients, or be more efficient on their treatments. However, with a new assistant, the associate must invest time in training, supervision, and this all leads to a decrease in their production. Beyond just the decrease in production, the constant checking and monitoring and auditing of the new assistant also results in an increased level of fatigue experienced by the associate dentist. Moreover, the departure of a key assistant can result in logistical challenges such as the mismanagement of supplies. Seemingly, the loss of someone responsible for product ordering, which is often the lead dental assistant's job, can result in critical supply shortages, and it always happens at the most inconvenient times, thus disrupting patient care. This has happened to me. I was in the middle of a root canal. It's like a Wednesday or Thursday afternoon, and I go to ask for a different size file, and boom, you find out we ran out of those files about a week ago. The reason no one told you, you've had temporary assistants the whole time, and the temporary assistants just didn't know to let you know that you used the last file last week. So now you get to backtrack yourself out of a sticky situation with the patient and describe why you don't have the right supplies. The third problem is on the documentation side of things, and it's the absence of that efficient assistant that'll place a heavy documentation burden on the associates. Tasks that were previously handled seamlessly, such as starting the treatment notes, maintaining an accurate record, correcting the patient gender, inputting the correct anesthetics into the treatment note, those things are not there anymore. Not only are you spending more time in the office, but you're now doing all of that documentation on your own. It's always kind of that cherry on the top that seems to end your day. Now that we've discussed the 3 primary problems that tend to present themselves when a lead dental assistant quits, we should shift our focus to uncover the solutions that can help you work through these challenging times of staff turnover and always maintaining your personal financial goals. One solution to address the challenge of inefficient delegation is through thorough, and I mean thorough, assistant training. Associates should invest time in developing a comprehensive onboarding process for new assistants. This will ensure that the new assistants know how to set your rooms up properly and you're ready to go for every routine procedure. To streamline this process, consider taking visual guides or photographs of all the necessary supplies set up in an operatory. To do this, let's say I'm going to do a root canal on 2-3. I will have my current assistant lay out every supply I typically use, still bagged, but put them all in a nice area. We'll then take a sticky note and write root canal, molar, put that next to all the supplies, and we'll take a picture of it with my cell phone. We can then print that out, keep that on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, laminate it, and put it in a book. That way, when we get a new assistant, he or she can open the book, go to the page for the procedure we're going to do, root canal, molar, extraction, whatever it is, and see all the supplies in the picture that I will need to have out. They can then check their operatory setup against the picture to ensure that they have all the right supplies. This can really streamline the process and keep you out of having to check the room every time. My tip to combat supply mismanagement is to consider keeping a hidden emergency supply box in your office. I personally, I'm a fisherman. I like to go fishing, so I bought a little tackle box at Walmart. It cost like $15. In the tackle box, there's all these different size little compartments. There's also a big area where I can keep tubes. In my tackle box, I have burrs, so I've got all the most important burrs. I've got a 330, I've got a surgical 557, I've got my crown burrs, so I've got a shoulder diamond, got a donut, and I've got a football football diamond. I have a carbide diamond. I have the basic Wave 1 Gold endo files. I also have K files size 8 through maybe 25. I have the corresponding Wave 1 gutta percha points as well as paper points. I have a little sodium hypochlorite. I have a little bit of EDTA. I have some light and heavy body PVS as well as some blue bite. You kind of catch my drift. So I have the supplies in there that should there be a mismanagement of supplies and I'm starting that root canal and I find out that I don't have my primary file to do my root canal. Well, I go into my office, I open up my tackle box and I find a primary file. Now when I show back up to do the surgery and the assistant wonders where the heck I found that file, I don't really tell anybody. I like to keep that tackle box truly an emergency supply kit for myself. If they know where it is, if they know what's in it, then when we're running low, they might raid the supply and then we might run out and I won't know about it. So the real trick here is to keep that small tackle box in a safe spot and only you raid it for when you need it. To address the documentation challenges post-staff turnover, you can streamline this process through different medias. Number one, we're starting to see AI really start to have a mainstay in healthcare and dentistry. There are a few programs that can help with documentation. You could look at purchasing one of these programs. Personally, haven't utilized that, but I have talked to some folks that are doing that. Secondly, I try and leverage the staff through delegation and through documentation. So if I realize that my temporary assistant can't make temporary crowns, well, while I'm making the temporary crown for my patient, I'm having my assistant upload my template notes. They're doing all that kind of easy filling out work so that when I go over to my notes at night, I'm ready to rock and roll. I can get them done real quick. So you have to leverage delegation and documentation together to hopefully speed up the process and ensure that your records are accurate. Just by proactively implementing these solutions, associate dentists can navigate through office staff turnover with resilience and focus on delivering exceptional patient care, all while achieving their own personal financial goals. Stay tuned for our next video where we continue to explore strategies for success in dentistry for associates. For more insights tailored specifically to associate dentists, you can find much more on my social media accounts at The Educated Associate. You can also get free consultation or find all of my information on my website at theeducatedassociate.com. If you found this information useful, please comment with what you'd like to hear more about. And in the meantime, and as always, stay drilling, my friends.